Happy Saturday, everybody, and happy Black History Month. I know everybody gets tired of me saying it, but as long as it's Black History, I'm going to say that. As long as it's Black History Month, I'm going to say that. Somebody asked me yesterday. They came over to my house and visited me, and they asked me, "How does it feel? How does it feel living the life as Lontrail Rolark?" And I asked them, "What do you mean? How does it feel living the life as Lontrail Rolark?" Um, I guess I didn't know how does it feel because all my life, only thing I ever did was hustle, um, just living my truth and just try to be me. I didn't never know how what does it feel about living the life as like Lontrail Rolark. I guess you can say living the life as Lontrail Rolark is just living the life. You know what I'm saying? Just like right now, I would say living the life of being Lontrail Rolark is complicated because if you ask me why would I say is it complicated, I would say it's complicated because of I'm laying in a hospital bed and can't get up to do nothing and can't take care of myself. And that was one of the things one of the things my other friend and me was talking about. But that's gonna be a whole nother video that I'm gonna get into. But this is just part one. So I guess you can say living the life as Lontrail Rolark, it has not been easy. Living the life as Lontrail Rolark has been like very hard. I have had to do something that I've never did before. I have had to take therapy lessons. I've had to swallow some things, and that I've never been a person that had to swallow things. For as when people say certain things, I speak out, I speak my opinion, and I'll be like, I don't care what they say, and I don't care what they think. But now, who I am because I can't defend myself, and if they try to hit me and laying down, and I can't do nothing about it, I will have to accept that. So, doing to that, I learned how now I have to keep my mouth shut on certain things. Is it is it mind blowing? Yes, it's very mind blowing because I remember one time I had this dude came over to my house and I had got into it with him and it was like a arguing match. It was like a hollering match. And I never in my life thought that I'd be sitting here in a hospital bed arguing with somebody because I remember it at a time where if I would get into it with somebody and he start hollering at me, it's not gonna be an argument for me. I'm gonna bust you in your head. That's just the way it is with me. And that's the way it was with me. But now my whole life changes to something else. Something else that I couldn't believe that was going on. So when it was just I guess hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard being me. You know what I'm saying? Being me is very hard. I argue with my mama now. I argue with my mama 24/7. You know what I'm saying? It's not a day. I'm gonna be real with you. It's not a day that go past that I don't argue with my mama. And it came to reality. My mama said you don't got to be very mean, and you wasn't like that when I was over there. And when she said over there, she mean over here taking care of me. I said, Mama, I always been the same person, and she said, No, you has not. And I think I have got to be very mean. I don't got to be set in my ways. I don't know if it's because I just turned 49, but the things that have happened to me, I feel like I blame everybody else, and I'm trying to change them. Believe it or not, I've like kind of settled down to where I am. You understand what I'm saying? So I've kind of settled down. Like for one thing, I remember a couple of months here back, one of my ex best friends that who I thought was my friend and that was staying with me, she said I allowed my mom and them to run our friendship and ruin our friendship. And she also said that I stole some packages of hers. And she also said that one of her friends, because in the gay world we have gay children, and so she was saying one of her gay children said that the package was in my room, and they had looked in my window, and they started to break my window to get her packages and steal some of my stuff as well. The first thing that I thought about them stealing was my TV, because I have a big old TV in my room. But at the same time, I asked her, I said, I never thought that you would be the person that you is. You know what I'm saying? And she said, well, it's some things that, no. And this is what I felt like I was in the middle of commission to where it was her and my sister, where she disrespected my sister in so many ways, y'all. So many ways. She disrespected my sister. I couldn't even tell you how many ways that she disrespected my sister. She called my sister out of her name, and all my sister ever did was be nice to her. My whole family knew her, you understand? And I think if my auntie was still alive, first thing my auntie would say, how could you do that to my nephew? You know what I'm saying? Because my mom and them, to this day, my mama had to give it to God. Because my mama had she had never hated anybody, but my mama had disliked her so much. Her 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 likeness was turned to hate. I said, Mama, let that go. You know, I said she going to get hers or whatever. You understand? I said, and really, to be honest, I'm not really worried about her getting hers. I'm just worried about me in my life. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can do is just live in my truth and live in my life. That was the only thing. I didn't know nothing about people being jealous of me. I didn't know nothing about people not liking me. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I knew was to do the right thing. Um, it was certain things that happened to me, that I didn't start revealing until now. Of course, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all this. At this part of my life, I start writing a book. You know, I think that if this wouldn't have happened to me, I wouldn't have started writing this book. What I'm gonna call the book, I don't know yet. It might be a memoir. I don't know. It might be a biopsy of my life. I don't know. But I started writing. Sometimes I won't write, and then sometimes I will. But I'm gonna write today. To make a long story short, uh, I feel like if I never would have got hurt, I feel like I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing now. I feel like God was trying to get my attention and he couldn't get my attention. And I feel like this was a way of him getting my attention. So it was a lot going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on in my life before this situation here. And when I say it was a lot going on in my life, I was dealing with my ex best friend and her issues. I was dealing with the fact all these people were staying in my house. My light bills was running up and nobody was trying to help me. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, and then not wanting to admit the fact, I had found out later on that my ex was dating somebody that I considered a friend, and I went to school with, and I had hooked them up with my other best friend before they passed away. And then his cousin, which is my ex best friend, staying up under my household. How do you figurate that? How do you come to accept that? Because I don't know how you accept that. I don't. Only thing I know is it was a lot of things going on in my life, and I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to deal. I didn't know how to deal. You know, dude, I feel like I'm much pleasant now. I feel like I'm working on it. I feel like I still got therapy, and my therapist is still talking to me, and telling me, stay away from this, stay away from that, don't go there. I just don't want to make no ignorant decisions, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at the death of superstars, and I look at one of the superstars I looked at was Whitney Houston, and how the way she died, you know, on drugs. Now, one thing I can say, when I got out of prison, there was no more drugs in my life. But at the same time, I feel like that I allow all these people to get around me and hang around me and pull me this way and pull me that way, not looking at the point that these people might be jealous of me. But everything that I'm talking about or everything that I'm saying, it's in my book. But this is just part one of this video. I'm gonna do a part two Sunday, which is tomorrow. So y'all, I love y'all. Bye.